Hey, this is different, right? Welcome to what I just decided right now to call Unplugged. It might keep the title. Maybe it won't keep the title. Main thing is I wanted to do something that was kind of not really on brand. But at the same time, it's a thing that I could do when I have time. I don't need to schedule a stream, and I can also play whatever I feel like. So basically this is just going to be me. If I want to do something else, like a recording, then this is the thing I could do. But also if there's something I want to, for example, talk about, then I could also just start up doing this sort of thing. So what you're looking at over here is Book of Demons, and this is a game I like to call a coffee cup game that I enjoyed in the past. This is my main characters over here, Ozvef. I've only played with him, so I haven't really touched another class, and I figured like I wanted to play something doing this Unplugged jazz, so we're gonna play a new class, because I believe it's pretty much a completely new experience again. Character name, give me some randoms. Rhoda, sure. So the normal mode, I guess. Yeah, just keep it normal. Super hot mode. You slow down when you move. Okay, yeah, let's keep it normal. So yeah, it's been welcome to 2022, everybody. We don't need any business here because we have.
Really?
Yeah, we get it. We've talked to these people before. It's like Deckard Cain, but it isn't. So even though we've kind of we are on the same account, we are making a new character. I would appreciate if they just don't remind you of all the things you should have done. Okay, so we are going to get the cook, and that's the butcher, as you can see. The anti-pope, the character. I have no idea where it is. Back to hell now. And there's Di Pablo with his ugly duckling. He always actually has beads on it. But yeah, so I gotta say, we started today I say, this year, April 30th. The stream journey started, and I have done it before. The warriors attacks you can shoot aside. Unlike warriors attacks, okay. You shoot, get blocked. You shoot. Arrows you shoot. You shoot, get blocked. You can shoot outside your interaction radius with shift key pressed. Right click. Shoot special arrows in the same manner. Bow can't be used when monsters are too close. Melee attack or take a step back to shoot.
I wonder if taking a bow into the dungeon was a smart choice.
Probably not. She laughs. So the attentive people out there would have probably recognized either on my YouTube video or just by being nearby when we've talked on stream, or just by listening, that I did try to stream in 2017 and it didn't really go too well for me. And that was mostly because of a difficult mental state to be in. Because, you see, I've always liked streaming. And I've even streamed more in the past, besides from 2017. So I'm quite used to the whole streaming. Well, not really, because it's not been like many streams. Just a couple. Cold arrow? Ice arrow, nice. But I've always kind of done it, you know. Since 2010 or 2011, I remember using Procaster as a streaming software and just mainly not... Well, I was streaming, mostly for my classmates or my friends, but it was mainly just to do it so I can record some stuff. Because I just, for some reason, I just liked having recordings of whatever I did. It was kind of comforting to see that when I was playing with some friends then I can look back on some cool videos, you know? Just to be able to, like, after a year and see, look, this is when we did this thing, you know? I'm gonna take down the volume just a little bit. Actually, we can do it in-game when I think about it. Should be here. Video, audio, language. Yeah, just take this down just a couple. So I'm quite used to the idea about recording and talking on video, either if it's live or not. It's just not getting a comfortable medium or a reason to do it. So what happened in 2017 is that I got my first apartment that I bought. And yeah, so I finally took some I made some changes and took some decisions because I knew, you know, I kind of knew that. Oh, here's blocked, as you can see what they talked about. You know, it's I'm gonna be here from now on, so I can actually start to make decisions and decisions that will last, you know. So I decided also to, I think it was before I realized I was getting a bit depressed. Can't really remember exactly. The problem is that I really didn't identify it, that I was depressed to begin with. It took some time to realize it. But in any case, it doesn't matter in terms of storytelling when it happened. Just to say that it was a problem. But anyway, I decided to take some time to work on my stream back in 2017. And I felt good about it. But I also realized I was in a bit of a beggy mood, I felt. Even though I was never begging for money, that wasn't the part of the begging. I just felt like I deserved more. And that's a problem. I mean, deserve more as an attention, so don't worry about it. It was never about money. It's kind of awkward because usually, yeah, you have to keep something going. Yeah, you need money to keep it going. Let's try the arrow here. Can I use it anyway? Special missiles. I did not see that thing coming alive there. Well, I guess we just used it. Ah, right click, I see. There we go. That's pretty cool. So we got 33 of them. So yeah, in terms of, yeah, money is important to have, but it's never the thing I'll ever beg for. Because what I truly believe in is that if you want to go someplace and offer something of entertainment, it should be evident after a while that it's an effort. And people that understand that will also just like find a way to support you, to keep it going. And I'm beginning to see that this year a lot. A lot more now that I've been doing it kind of more. I have a great routine. I'm seeing that as I've been kept going, at least in the last month mostly, is that I see now people are finally starting to follow me. You know, they're finally starting to realize when I'm on. They've started reacting to my messages. They've started to see what's going on. In terms of before, yeah, I was getting some traction earlier, but it felt like I could go offline and they would still not bat an eye. But in any case, that's this year. We were talking about 2017 now. So it kind of went downhill pretty quickly. It went okay for 2 months. In a way, in 2017 as in streaming. The biggest issue was basically the comfort wasn't there. I never really put up an effort to have a schedule. I didn't think I needed it. I was going to just stream when I felt like it. I felt like that was a good choice. I don't think it was a good choice. But I also had some issues with my neighbor because the stream room that I had was also problematic. He could hear me because of my low voice. So if I would go late or early even, he'll get pissed and he'll let me know. And that kind of also put a damper on all things in terms of my dream. So imagine if you get, let's say you meet one small wall that you have to get across, but then another wall is, you know, there's another wall directly behind the first one, you know? And that could kind of stop you a bit. So, I'm just gonna keep going. Flexiscope. Oh yeah, this thing. Why did they introduce me to all these again? I have the same. Can I take off the tutorial? No, no, no. I think they're just gonna do this for fun. Let's take a small one. Yeah, so no schedule. Low time to stream. I mean, a low stream length. I remember just like 3 hours was a lot. Though it has to be said, I usually had a little bit more energy in my streams back then. Sure, you could counter-argue with that compared to now, but now I'm used to it. Now I've been going for like 8 to 9 months, right? So then, back then, I wasn't so. 3 hours and trying to be funny. And I had a lot more different game ideas. So I would change games more. I would also, most regularly, I would have at least 2 games prepared to switch between. So that would also be an extra amount of focus to have to deal with, you know, having more stuff available. But yeah, in the end, what happened was that my bad mental headspace just got me in a very bad light in terms of thinking about streaming. It's the place where most people can get to, where it's like you burn out, basically. You get a bad vibe of something, so it just sticks. And whenever you think about you should do it, it just feels bad. So you really want to do it, but you just can't get yourself to do it. Because you're either you're afraid of failing, or you feel you've lost touch and you're just, well, I guess afraid of failing in some senses. Mostly the reason why people just don't go back, or they're burnt out, of course. So let's just say it's those two things. Usually why people leave are afraid of not being able to perform or be funny, or just like thinking about it as work. Those two things are the most common, I think. So mostly it was a part about feeling like I wasn't able to do it, you know. So I just stopped, and it's been 3 years, wasn't it? 2017, started in 2021. I did that in right before, around autumn, you can say. So I started this year, 30th of April. I remember because I did check the date, but the time is memorable because it's basically whenever I started to get a little bit more time off from studies. So we had assignments before the exams. What's this thing? Fear. I mean, it's good for me. I still have it equipped now, so that's good. Just use it like that, can I? Yeah, boo. So I had more time, suddenly, and I wanted to get back into streaming. I've had the same vibe for a long time. It's just like I've been able to do something else, even with game development. You know, that was also something I did for a year. Yeah, I always like to keep myself busy, and of course, streaming has been in the back of my mind for a while. Ever since 2017 dropped off, because I didn't really totally say that to myself back in 2017 either. You know what? I'm done. I never did that. It was like just slowly fading away. And I'm realizing that, yeah, I missed 2 weeks. I'm not gonna go back. Yet. But I've been thinking about it. I had one stream in 2019. Or what was it? One stream 2020, no stream in 2019, and then 2 in 20. I don't know, something along the lines of that. All those times were basically me thinking about, let's test the waters again, you know. And for some reason this year when I tried it up again, sure I had some things more set up to try it, but there was just this one person who kept coming back to my streams, and I'm not gonna name names because he isn't present anymore. He might come back later, but in terms of privacy, if he wants to not be known, then I will just respect that. But they kept coming back, and I just realized that, you know what, this is something. And they keep coming back to me, and they keep giving me compliments. So I just stuck with it, and that's basically how it's just have come to this. And sure, I'm not the biggest streamer, and I don't believe I will become the biggest streamer at all, but in terms of where I thought I could have been in this amount of time, I'm very surprised, and in a positive way, don't get me wrong. Very, very happy about it. But yeah, so that person basically gave me the attention that I needed to feel like, you know what, let's continue doing this, even after I might go back to studies, you know. And so what ended up happening is that I got a little bit more traction than I would believe. Let's use a potion here soon. And then, because there was a lot of mess with this, my next year of study, my next year university, there was a lot of issues. Basically, I had to talk to 4 different people about a subject upon doing a bachelor at, and they had no idea. I was tossed into the, oh, you need to talk to this guy because this guy he specializes in exactly your question. So I was, okay, let's talk to this guy. And nope, and nope, and nope, and nobody really knew. So I was a bit angry and frustrated. So for me to decide to try to keep doing streaming instead was easier then, because I already had some I was already a bit angry with school, as I've been the tale many times before, but those are tales for a different time. Oops. And then yeah, so so what happened then, you know? Well, I had work. I still had my work to do, because I was full-time student while I was still doing my work, my usual 60% to stay alive and get things, because I'm rather cheap, so I don't really need to work much, but so the opportunity came to me to focus on streaming, and let's see if we can make this happen, I said to myself. And yeah, I didn't really have a good schedule to begin with. I'm getting a good schedule now, and I'm feeling a good vibe about it, personally. But I was figuring things out, and I always told everybody, you know what, I have no idea what to expect. I haven't done this much. But I had a mark, I remember, back in, what was it, September? We hit it, 100 subs, and I said when we hit 100 subs, I revealed what was gonna happen, and what happened was that I'm gonna try full-time streaming. So we did that from the middle of now October, and it's been going really good, and I feel great about it. Of course, financial ways, it's still hard to get enough money, but you know, what can you expect? You're basically getting free donations from people that want to give you money. I'm not employed by Twitch in any sort of way that actually give me some basic income. That's not the deal, so it will take time to get there, most definitely. But I feel willing to keep trying, and I know that I'm soon going to have to use the money that I put aside, and it's gonna diminish, it's gonna deteriorate, but there is value in taking risks like this, because even though, let's say, it doesn't work out, I know what to expect. I have been here, I can have more understandings if I decide to go back to trying full-time streaming. So every lesson, there is a lesson even in failure and success. And as well, you know, sometimes there's more more of a big lesson in failure. You wouldn't like it to be like that. But then again, maybe it's better. Let's say I have no failures whatsoever and just like something just seems to turn out well. But then suddenly I hit a brick wall. And then maybe I wouldn't have enough of an experience to actually deal with that brick wall. And then rather than rise back up again, I'll let it devour me as I become the mistake. And you know, you've seen it all happen before. You hit a wall with some sort of content creation, you change up your content or you get mad at it and you lose all the things you had from the beginning. And then you get burnt out, and then you suddenly realize, well, I'm getting burnt out, and now that I've decided to do this full time, suddenly you can't pay your bills anymore, and then it also is a whoops-a-doopsie. I died. I had no potions. I had no idea what to do anymore. Yeah. So have you seen that all happen before? We got time for one run, don't we? We got a heal in town. So she's the healer, I think.
What did you do while you were away?
The cauldron. Let's see if we can get some cauldron going. Collect my prizes. I probably lost my prizes. I gotta get my corpse back, to be honest.
Greetings, traveler.
Greetings.
You living souls.
Oh, Mr.
Can somebody just heal me?
Heavens for hearing
Oh, I am healed now,
prayers and
okay.
sending-
You, stop talking about that. Let me go and get my corpse back. So I can get my Mooney back. This is a difficult place. Hey, where's my cards? Oh, my cards are here too? Yeah, that's a bad one. Oopsies. There you go, yes, you get your cards back. So 2020. Plans for the stream. Well, mostly the same. In all honesty, mostly the same. But better, you know? I think that's the best way to go forward. Ooh, look at all these. That is the best way to go forward. Because I gotta be honest, my stream, even though it's not skyrocketing, as in my stream is growing, but in terms of what I see around me in my community of retro, my stream is growing rather well. So in terms of that, I shouldn't panic about how things are going. It might be going not as fast as I might need it to in terms of financial, speaking financially. But that's, again, what I talked about earlier is that that's not the focus. I would love to be... Well, I'm just gonna make arrangements. If that is going to be an issue, I'll make some arrangements, but I will never want to be in a situation where I have to ask for anything. But yeah, so considering that it's growing, there is a possibility that this will work out. Now, there's also YouTube, and that's kind of what I'm talking about and doing now. And I also have another plan for something else going on YouTube. So my idea is that just mainly I'm gonna focus on what works. So don't worry about people can get scared about why you're gonna leave Twitch. You're focusing on so much other stuff. Are you gonna leave Twitch? And the very simple answer is no. The more detailed answer is, oh, I wouldn't want to. Why would I want to leave my best opportunity and what is actually giving me luck? But exploring other avenues is just healthy as in a business sense. Because let's just say, Twitch has an oopsie, or my account has an oopsie. Guess what? What happens if you get a big oopsie on your Twitch? Well, you lose your Twitch. You can lose your account if you're very unlucky. You can get limited to be there for a limited amount of time. So, it's good to test the waters a little bit. So let's say that my Twitch just vanishes. Well, people might find me on YouTube, so they know that if anything, they're gonna find me here. So they wouldn't be too panicked about it. We'll just make do and learn from recent events. And then, you know, adapt. And also, I'm just curious, because being in this content creation field is always a bit intriguing, you know? What's gonna be the next new thing, or what's gonna work out for you? Well, I don't even know myself. For example, many of you will know that my main content is retro RPGs. I had no intention of focusing on the retro RPGs, but it has just become an interest of mine. And as well as that, people seem to enjoy. I have to unlock this in this town. People seem to enjoy that aspect of my streams. Now, of course, if people wouldn't enjoy it, maybe I wouldn't enjoy it as much as well. So it probably is a thing. So both sides help me enjoy it more. You know, people like it. I seem to like it. I like the concept even more. This is a Rakanishu. They didn't need to bring this back, did they? As you can see, heavily inspired by Diablo. There's nothing wrong with that, though. And you can basically play this game with one hand, so that's why it's kind of a coffee cup game. But I gotta be honest, it does get a little bit less easy after a while. But I could have also played on casual difficulty, so who am I to judge? And in terms of future content, I'm not gonna, if I feel like changing content, I'm not gonna stop myself from doing that, you know? I think the most important thing, at least in terms of what I'm doing, people seem to be mostly present to see what I'm doing. And of course, content is also a little bit important, but let's call it 70-30, you know? So chances are people like me, and I'll have to have something else I'd like to do. People might even like my choices. So I will have to stick with that idea that if I enjoy something and I would like to switch up something, then I shall listen to myself. But I have to comfort you with saying that right now I am very happy with the current situation, and it's been the same for a very long time now, considering the stream in itself as an existing thing. I'm playing things like Zelda, some console games from my childhood. I think it just vibes well. In terms of this, is just whatever, you know. I just wanted to play something that I could easily talk over, and I've enjoyed playing this game in the past, so... I thought about this game now. I wanted to make a video not with just a black screen, you know. And I would like to get into those Zelda randomizers soon, because that was really cool. I mean, playing Zelda was really cool and got me into the vibe again, so... Whoops. Hey, I actually got it alive. So it would be cool to play a randomizer once. Whoopsies. But I had no idea how to start, but I'm guessing since it's just a big community that it's gonna be easy to get into. There's probably a lot of explanations. But that could be good for like an unplugged video as well. And don't worry, and I would have no idea if these videos are gonna be a thing at all. I was just in a spur of the moment. It's a new year. I had some time off. Played some video games earlier, but you know what? I was just sitting in bed after I played Breath of the Wild for 2 more hours. But then I was kind of sitting there like, I need to get up. And of course, getting up and sitting down again isn't that big of a difference, but I'm also recording and talking, and I'm doing this not only for fans of my channel, but for me. Have you ever done such a thing like this? where you just need to talk to yourself. And what better way to get your words across by just recording or something like that. It's basically like when you need a friend to vent to. Sometimes they don't need to respond. They just need to be there, you know? They just need to be a functioning, a very adorable wall. So, this is my adorable wall, this game. This game is now listening to my troubles and trials and tribulations. Can I have both at once? Like shoot ice and normal arrows? Let's see. No, you can't. So, I mean, I have been quite used to this method before, having if you would ever delve into the YouTube archive of my channel, which I advise you to not do. You will see similar content like this. Me just talking to myself and thinking about stuff. Because, you know, at least when I streamed before as well, not a big audience, will just have you be able to have yourself and reminisce with, so. That is another thing. I gotta mention, though, another thing. Because it's just like a ramble now, anyway. I haven't ever been this engaged with building an online community with people that I would like to call friends nowadays. I didn't see the possibility before. I mean, I knew there was one, but it never felt like anything was natural. And right now I'm having to almost pick between people to talk to, because I have so many people that I want to catch up with that, you know, it can even be too much. So it's kind of a luxury problem suddenly, like, you know what, I have so many people that I want to talk to now. And I appreciate talking to them about life and sharing ideas. Some of them are streamers, we share ideas about streaming. And others are just viewers that I've gotten to know, and yeah, it's a mixed bag. Oops. Holy shit. Hold on a second here. I should have picked casual. Need to cancel his spell. Don't like this guy. I leveled up. That's a perfect level up. Because I was panicking there. Yeah, so I've been finally building a community for myself with new friends, and I've needed that for a while, because I gotta say that real life stuff has been kind of falling apart. Not in a bad sense. Don't be worried about me. But you know the deal. People move away, people get families. I'm old now, so people have families, and it's easier for most people to hang out with people that have the same schedule. That have families. Families? Families. And not only that, the scheduling isn't even the biggest part. The biggest part is new priorities in life. So I definitely understand that when you are parents, you see things differently. Because you're now, I know that people get a totally different outlook on life when they have a small alien that they're creating and, you know, fixing. And I just say that in a funny way, but I definitely don't make fun of it in any way, but just like, I like to make... Wait, cannot... Please die. The problem with fighting in this game is you're kind of limited to the paths. So you kind of just have to go on this route they already give you. Okay, so she seems to die by me just getting their summons. Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, you can have some friends still, but if you don't have any people that are like-minded as you suddenly realize that it's more of an acquaintance idea than a real friend idea. And the people that I meet now online are people that are the same as me, in the same position as me, or if not, they understand where I'm coming from, and I can understand where they're coming from, so I can feel immediately more comfortable with those people. So it doesn't really matter that it's just from chat, somebody I do voice chat with, but you just vibe with somebody, you know? And I'm happy that's a thing that has started to happen for me. So I wish that will continue. And I hope for... Like, I'm having the luxurious problem of hoping that I don't make too many relationships so I need to disappoint me or them. And not being able to keep up, you know? So we can don't end yet. Go deeper. If you leave interest behind, it might be a take a while. Go deeper. Go deeper. We got a poison ivy. Defeat 30 monsters with poison. Visit town. We got some unspent level up points. Which I guess we use... First of all, the magic cauldron.
Missed me already?
Collect all the prizes. Whee! Hey, that wasn't too much. I thought I was gonna get more, honestly. Maybe I did lose them when I got my death in there. So, there's my level up. We're gonna do... You know, we need more health. We don't usually use just mana, so...
Welcome back.
Welcome back, my friend.
I'm sure cards
Not
are
really.
my specialty.
Happy New Year!
Really? Oh, well, Happy New Year to you, too.
How can I help you, my friend?
That's actually pretty nice. They added that in.
Ah, missed me already?
Yeah. How did I get a new cauldron thing? Was that a Happy New Year again?
Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Kwanzaa to you too. I honestly didn't expect that. You can charge the card, okay, yeah, to get more potions. That's not what I needed. I wanted to upgrade them, but...
Barmaid is as kind as she is strong.
I know you.
How can I help?
Oh,
Animated cadavers are capable of experiencing only the most basic...
Yeah, Deckard Kane, we know your deal. You know your shtick. Visit the sage to unlock them.
How can I help
This
you?
is the healer, this is the sage.
I can see
What?
your future.
These creatures are made of stone.
Are you
which
this? No,
makes
you're
them
not the shade. You're not the sage. Where's the sage?
How can I help you, my friend?
Ah,
I suspect the
You are
crows
the
are after
sage.
something.
Why didn't you have to? I was locked in gossip menu. You dingus. Why'd you do that to me? I always like passives in this game. Flaming leap, but that's probably important, you know, so. Okay, but that'll do it for now.
I can see your future is.
Stay.
Welcome to this video that might not happen again, or might not even come out. We'll see. It's just the thing that I made. So just talking about stuff, if I have something on my mind, that's the idea. When I don't have a stream, or that I just feel like it's not a good stream subject. So there you go. Anyways, I'll see you soon, and take care. Thank you for the support so far, and let's hope we can continue this thing going. Take care.